So yesterday I recorded a video about my anniversary, and it's interesting because that video was running really long. It was like 18 or 19 minutes, so I chopped a whole bunch of stuff out. And one of the things I chopped out was talking about the how YouTube has become part of my experience living in a van and what all that entails. But I thought, you know, this video is way too long. I'm going to cut that out and make another video. And part of the reason that came to mind is because I had noticed that Will Burson had turned his comments off, and he had expressed in a couple of his videos how he was getting really frustrated with negative comments. So that's why I reminded me to kind of put that into my video yesterday. And then this morning I get up and I see he's got a new video out about YouTube, is it worth it? And I really recommend you guys watch it because he hits it right on the head. I mean, he totally nails it. Now the thing that Will saw was the biggest difficulty with making YouTube videos is negativity in the comment section, and I 100% agree with him. If you haven't made videos and experienced it, it's hard to really know what it's like. And like, for example, just yesterday I got this comment from this guy that says, "Hey, do you tell your kids that you how many guys you suck off to pay for gas money?" I'm like, really, man? You really got to say that? Like, I just don't get it. Ugly comments are a reflection of ugly people. And unfortunately, YouTube or social media in general allows this level of anonymity that people just feel free to say the ugliest things because there's no recourse. There's no negative side to them. And it's just a reminder to me of why we need law and order in society, because if we don't, people like that will become absolute animals. Now, a while ago I posted a video about feeding the white dog and the black dog, and basically if you allow negativity into your life, you're feeding the black dog. And you know, it's the contest between the black dog and the white dog. Well, who wins? The one you feed. And these negative comments, I feel like I am feeding the black dog, because in a sense I am allowing it to happen. And that has me in a bit of a conundrum, because you know, it's that saying where you have some bad apples ruin it for everybody, and I really dislike that. I really dislike that, because there's a lot of really nice people that are very supportive, and to all my subscribers and people that leave comments that are helpful, thank you very much. I really mean it. So I would hate to punish those people because of the actions of the few that just say terrible things. So, but it leaves me in a situation, well, am I going to continue to allow these negative things into my life, or am I going to take some kind of action? So yeah, the negativity of YouTube comment section is a big problem with YouTube. And I really wish Google and YouTube would, as of a lot of other YouTube content makers have said, I wish YouTube would take a more active role in allowing content creators to have more control about what's posted on the comment section. I mean, you really have you have basically zero control. You know, people say, oh, you can just delete their comments. Well, or block them. And I've tried that. What happens is you block them on your channel, but really what you're just doing is blocking them from your specific feed. So my eyes won't read it, but everybody else will. So I'm not really blocking them in the way I want. I'm only blocking them for me having to read their comment. So it's really not an effective way of moderating the comments. If you block somebody, they should be blocked 100% forever, unless you lift the ban, and with nobody seeing it at all. So that's a frustration that Google needs to really look into, I think. And I don't know, some people say, yeah, but the negative comments it makes more money. But really, I'm not really doing this for the money. Like, I'm doing it partially for the money. I mean, I have multiple reasons why I make YouTube videos. One of them is to make a bit of money, yes. One of them is more of a creative outlet, but to be honest, I don't think I've been that creative yet. I have some ideas, I haven't done it yet. But like as Will said in his video, a big part of it is education. I like talking about living in a van and what I do, and sharing my point of view, and trying to help others in thinking about what they could do to make their van living situation easier, or just even allowing an insight into van living, so that people say, well, you know, those guys living in a van, they're a bunch of losers. Well, we're not all losers. I mean, there definitely are the you know, meth heads and people with drug addictions and all of the stuff that goes along with that are certainly not giving van dwelling a good name. But there's a lot of good people out there too that live in vans and RVs. So it allows, having a YouTube channel about it allows people to see that, you know, we're not all people that need some behavior corrected. Another really positive thing about YouTube that I enjoy, which I really didn't expect, I mean, I sort of knew about it in the back of my head, but I didn't really expect it, was how much I've learned from people making helpful comments. I mean, I've learned things that I didn't really, like, very small example, putting my margarine in a container and filling the container with water so that the margarine doesn't have error on it. I mean, that is, I know margarine is my major vice. I mean, I don't really eat it that much, but when I have certain things, I want margarine on it. And being in a van and not having a really good fridge or anything, keeping stuff cold or fresh is a real challenge. So covering my margarine with water is a great idea, and I wouldn't have known about that except for that person who made the comment and suggested that. So that's one example among many, many, many examples of people saying helpful things that really have helped me. So that's a very positive aspect of YouTube. So I'm going to keep making videos, and you know, I will consider the option of being more vigilant in moderating comments, and I might have if you see that your comment hasn't been posted automatically and it's being held for review, don't be surprised. It could happen. I could just say that's enough. And you know, the thing is like again, what Will said in his video, people don't understand unless you've actually read it or gone through the process. But when you're having a good day and everything's fine, and then, you know, I have my comments or my notifications on YouTube turned on, so every time someone makes a comment, even though I don't respond a lot of the time, I do read them all. And so when someone says something negative, like the other day, actually yesterday, I got another negative comment where this lady, Jean on the Road, she has a YouTube channel, and it's weird because I actually really like her channel and I watch it a lot. But she said something to the effect of, sounds like your ex-wife needs to hire a babysitter for all three of you. And I'm like, well, why would you say something like that? It's not really helpful, and it's negative, and it's just kind of mean. So maybe she should go by the name Mean Jean. Anyway, But when you're having an okay day and you open up the notification and it says something negative, then that brings you down. And as easy as it to say, oh, you should just ignore it, you can't always ignore it. It does affect people, and it's a real challenge. So that's why I'm not really sure. I mean, I could turn the comments off, but I don't really want to do that. Yeah, so I'm going to continue to think about it. I don't think I'm going to turn the comments off. I think if I take the next step will be to moderate comments by approving them before they're posted. Anyways, that more or less covers what I wanted to say about this. I really recommend that you watch Will Burson's video that he posted today. YouTube, is it worth it? He really does a great job of going through a lot of details and explaining it, and I 110% agree with it. He says he nails it, hits it out of the park. So definitely watch that. I know it's a little bit long of a video, but you know, you really see things from a content creator's perspective by watching his video. So I'm gonna get to work on the van here. I just felt was watch that video of his, and I thought, you know what, I gotta make a video while I got it fresh in my mind. And so yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. Good night.